treat. Captain Kira's got apples good enough to eat. Funky Bones with his groove, moving to the beat. Kira's got the apples, they're so sweet. Coming close, just a nibble, don't be afraid. Look at them dance, it's a backyard rave. Funky Bones, Funky Bones, don't you hide. Kira's got the apples open wide. Funky Bones, Funky Bones, it's a funky party, just you and me. Under the stars, they share a little bite. Captain Kira and Funky Bones feeling right. With every step, the friendship grows. A funky connection, everybody knows. Now every night, when the moon is high, Kira's in the yard, Funky Bones nearby. They share a moment in the cool night air. A funky kind of magic only they can share. Hey. Funky Bones, don't you bones, don't you hide. Oh yeah. Kira's got the apples open wide. Coming close, just a nibble, don't be afraid. No afraid. Look at them dogs. Funky Bones, don't you hide. Oh yeah. Kira's got the apples. Funky Bones, Funky Bones, oh yeah. It's a funky party, just you and me. Hey, hey, Under the stars, they share a little bite. Yeah. Captain Kira and Funky Bones feeling right. With every step, the friendship grows. A funky connection, everybody knows. Now every night, when the moon is high, Kira's in the yard, Funky Bones nearby. They share a moment in the cool night air. A funky kind of magic only they can share. Funky Bones, Funky Bones, don't you hide. Kira's got the apples open wide. Share a moment in the cool night air. A funky kind of magic only they can share.
Little gray luncheon in the hay, chewing, skipping, never stays. Backyard wild, gotta play, jumping, running every day. Grass is green under the sky, little gray lets it all fly. Muddy paws, you don't care why, wings of earth, he is so high. Freedom in his furry flight, sun and moon his only guide. No more walls, no cage inside, little gray so wild inside. Boss and grind, he's on the move, no one's rules, he's got his groove. Nature's beat, he feels the soothe, little gray always to prove. Under stars, under dreams, world ain't small, so it seems. Little gray's got big schemes, life rolls on in flowing streams. Hay for breakfast, sun for noon, stars and moonlight come so soon. Little gray under night's tune, backyard life's a wild cartoon.
scrappy rabbit on a naughty spree. Bananas from cat pits in Korea, quick to flee. Teasing sisters jumping wild and free. Leapfrogging over Posh spice, too stealthy for me. Cookie bags crumble, teeny hears the call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Tiny eyes glinting, always on the prowl. Moving through the shadows, stealthy as an owl. Captain Stash pilfered, making her scowl. Teeny's got agility, swift as a howl. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears a call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Few tons of playgrounds, Teeny roams at night. Feasting on treasures hidden out of sight. Teasing Posh spice, leaving her in plight. Adventures in the moonlight, bunny delight. Captain's fast, but Teeny never slow. Running through hay mangers, nimbly on tiptoe. Heartbeats wild in on the show. Teeny's grand adventure, give her a toy. Cookie bags crumble, Teeny hears the call. Ears twitch, nose sniff, eats it all. Planters sitting, feeling 10 feet tall. Life's a grand adventure, loving it all. Few tons of playgrounds, Teeny roams at night. Feasting on treasures hidden out of sight. Teasing Posh spice, leaving her in plight. Adventures in the moonlight, bunny delight. Captain's fast, but Teeny never slow. Running through hay mangers, nimbly on tiptoe. Heartbeats wild in on the show. Teeny's grand adventure, give her a toy. Give her a toy. Teeny's grand adventure, loving it all.
Dusty the rabbit, all covered in hay, building her nest like it's time to play. Big floppy ears and a mischievous twitch. In the yard, she's always digging a ditch. She sneaks through with a hop and a skip, eyes wide open, just looking for a trip. Suspicious, she is not denying that fact. Playful trickster, always up to some act. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She cuddles in the sun just for a snooze, dreaming about the way she can build a nest. Her fluffy tail wiggles when she's on the go. Naughty little Dusty, always stealing the show. She's a Flemish giant with a heart so bold. Every story about her just has to be told. Dusty the rabbit, always in the know, running in circles with a gleeful glow. Dusty, Dusty, stylish giant with a heart so bold. Every story about her just has to be told. Dusty the rabbit, always in the know, running in circles with a gleeful glow. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She cuddles in the sun just for a snooze, dreaming about the ways she can build a nest. Her fluffy tail wiggles when she's on the go. Naughty little Dusty, always stealing the show.
Donkey the rabbit munching cookies all night. Sugar rush plays in a crazy delight. Nibbling faces in a frenzied haze. Friends confused in his cookie craze. He hops through chaos in the midnight dark. Cookies in his paws, leaving a sweet mark. Face is bitten with a playful bite. Donkey's world, a funny sight. Donkey the rabbit, sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, crunching all remains. Cookies crumble, falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Chasing shadows under the moon's bright glare. Cookies his obsession, like he don't care. Friends watch in shock as he takes a bite. Donkey's love for cookies just feels right. He grins, mischievous eyes so wild. The chaos around him driving friends mild. Cookies drop, crumbs scatter in the bush. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Bite mark stories on furry cheeks. Donkey the rabbit at his cookie peak. Friends band together, a loving chase. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Shingle face, nibble pace. Donkey the rabbit, but sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, nibble on your face. Cookies come, big brother falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Plans ignore. Donkey want more, can't ignore.
Donkey, the muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating the cookie. He's a cookie cat. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating, 'cause he's a cookie cat. Donkey the rabbit, the cookie muncher. He can never get enough cookies. He never stops eating, 'cause he's a cookie cat. One, two, three, four.
In a kingdom far away, there's a princess named Kira, with beautiful brown locks and eyes that sparkle. Every day at twilight, she dances through the meadow, with bunnies by her side as the sun starts to retire. One bunny turned to two, and two turned to a dozen. But Captain Kira's heart's forever filled with love. Her kingdom now enchanted, a ballet of soft footsteps, magical melodies carried on wings of a dove. Ballerina princess, her bunnies by her side, a twirl and a pirouette as dreams come alive. Captain Kira dances, her heart so full of bliss, in a world enchanted where love will always persist.
Hello. Hi, guys. Wait, this is weird. Dawn. Can't I? Okay, guys, 1 second, 1 second. You're Dusty. You want to entertain everyone? I gotta. I'm gonna turn off. What's gonna happen to the camera? I'll be right there, guys. I'm getting my iPhone. It's gonna be boy. That's okay. All right, guys, I'm back. I am back, and hey, here we go. Oh boy, the iPhone doesn't want to work tonight. Oh boy. How am I gonna see the chat? It's gonna be interesting. Ooh, there it is. Oh my goodness. Oops. Gracious, it's so serious. So serious. Let's get everyone fed. Oh guys, we're back to our fine china dining. Ooh, look at that. Fine china, everyone be very pleased. Who keeps linguals up your house for peace and desist? Secrecy, please. Cease and desist would be pulling the old paper towels through and this. And then let's go over. No. I'm not even running out. No. Jabba, no. Oh my goodness. You guys, I cannot even open this door. This is how- this is so- so here. Phone. Like I want to get the phone. Let's get our phone. Yeah, we can do this close up of these guys. So we've got the fabulous trio. We've got our solo artiste, and we have a quintet. We have a quintet over here. The musical munching five. Yes. Oh my gosh, did I almost timed someone out? This iPhone, I really don't like it. Mikey and L, I don't know if you're listening, but I'm sorry that it was an iPhone thing. You know, there's butt dials, and then there's Bunz dials. That was a Bunz dial. to be explicitly correct. How are you guys? Hulin, Hulin Mully, hello, awaiting the presence of the Honorable Captain Kira, Judge Kira, Queen of the Buns. I will judge anything that you need tonight. I am the Honorable Judge Kira and the Honorable Captain Kira. I'm a judge and a captain of the judges. And so just let me know if there's something you need an opinion, a professional opinion on, an official ruling. I'm here for you. I will help you out with that. Dusty, where? You guys, when I was in the boys' side earlier today, Dusty was hiding in the corner inside the bunny castle. Like I could not see her. And I was playing with Gwynnie and Sluggo. They were out with me, and I was like, Dusty, and I was like, Dusty. I was calling her, and she totally popped her head out. It was so cute. These guys are clever. They know their names. They all know their names now, right, Jabba? Right, Jabba Baba, Jabby, Jibby Jobs, Steve Jobs. Pish Posh applesauce, Pish Posh applesauce. And then we got Little Gray, you know your name, Little Man. And we got Mama Delph on the shelf. And we got Teeny, Teeny Weeny, Teeny Meeny, Teeny Tiny Toe. Catch it, teeny by the toe. Eeny meeny tiny toe. How is everyone? I'm recovering from the kayaking. I woke up at 6:30. I wasn't ready to wake up. You know what? It was probably healthier for me to get up and get moving because I might have been like more sore had I just stayed in bed. But I've been tired. Terrible though. Like I actually thought I was going to be more tired. But yeah, the kayaking. Still so happy I did that. I was telling my mom about that today, and she was like, "Wow, yeah, where is everyone? Are they all watching waffle porn? Are they on waffle porn?" Um, I don't know. Are all my friends watching the Waffle Club boys? The Waffle Club? Are they members of the Waffle Club? I actually have the stream popped up downstairs. Timothy said hi to me. He was playing the Mario game or whatever. Mario Parties. Excuse me, I'm so sorry for yawning in everyone's ears. Or I mean, you could have if you only have one ear, I'm very sorry for whatever happened or didn't happen when you were being formed. But yeah, I don't mean to yawn in everyone's ear. Yeah, well, maybe people will show up. I mean, some people may be getting used to the fact that I've been starting late occasionally. Because like last night, I don't think I started till what, like 9:15, maybe. Probably. But that was just an anomaly because I was kayaking and I did not realize how long I was out there. And a part of the time I was wandering around in the wilderness. And you know what I mean? Like I was like mooring my little kayak boat and like going wandering out in the wilderness, which is I'm sure that's really safe. No, I feel very at home in nature. That's where I feel my most natural. I guess that's a good word to use. But I just feel like I don't know, just peaceful, confident, settled. Feel like more myself in nature when I'm out in nature. And I feel more like I'm faking it when I'm in like urban places, busy places like that, you know. Historian, our lovely giant Buns historian. He's just driven in from Lothlorien. His DeLorean. While he's dressed as the Mandalorian, he is singing to chant Gregorian. while he's playing on his accordion. Mr. Prestonian. And then he'll go home to his girlfriend, who just happens to be Salvadorian. And she's making some more. And then they'll fall asleep watching Giant Fun. And they've had their Samorians. And then we'll all be a snoring with Mr. Prestorian in your wacky tail. Talk about a cute little girl. Talking about a cute Miss Posh girl. She's so lovely and velvety. Wag her nice black tail. Send her some fan mail. Oh my gosh, you guys. Would that be so cute if they got fan mail? How cute would that be? They could chew open the envelope. Ooh, Teeny, you like that parsley. Oh my gosh, and he's the Giant Bun's official valedictorian because he'd studied buns, specifically the giant ones, and he got real good at identifying them as a historian, and therefore we made him Class Buns valedictorian. Wait, Victorian? Oh my goodness, wait. And he wears a collar, Victorian. Well, no, Victorian collar. Okay, that was what the ladies wore those. Vic Victorian, yeah. And wait, he's, um he's just time traveled from times Victorian. Oh boy, we're gonna go really crazy. So now, oh wait, you're in a DeLorean. Oh my gosh. DeLorean. And he time traveled from and he time traveled from times and he time traveled from the era Victorian. Oh boy. He did time travel in his DeLorean. Thank you, sir. Okay, wait. It was Hewlin Mall that came up with valedictorian and AJ Punk. Yeah. Reminding us he's a historian. He's also from the era Victorian because he time traveled in his DeLorean. Oh man, you guys, we're hot stuff. Yeah, hot stuff here. You just got back in your DeLorean from your high school. How was the high school reunion? Prestorian, we want to hear all about it. Tell us your tales. What happened? Were there cute girls? Did they age well? Who looks good? Who don't? Tell us everything you know. Sorry. Uh, Captain Kira's she's going to Accentville today. I hope the DeLorean worked and it didn't break down on Mr. Prestorian because he was his high school valedictorian, I think. I could have just taken everyone back to when we were in high school, but not everyone would fit. You could have used that time travel DeLorean of yours, and you could have taken everyone back in time, going back in time as they did in the movie, and you'd have to go. You did like carpools, you pick up 6 people, you shove them in there, you go back, and then you got to go forward. You got to go ahead back to the current era, pick some more up, put them back, Prestorian, would you want to go back and do high school? Would you do it if you could? Would you go back to your high school times? Like good old Marty, Mr. McFly? I think it would be very hard knowing what we know now to go back and try to just maintain this innocent, like standoffish, like, oh, I don't want to affect, what's going to happen. Like, I think I would be all over the place warning people. I would be writing manifestos, novels, like going like, guys, guess what could happen if we keep on this trajectory? Do you guys know what could possibly happen? And then people would be like, "She cray cray. None of that would ever happen." And then maybe a few people would be like, "Ooh, wait a minute. No, she has a really good point." You know? I mean, that could would that be just it would be so hard in a way, but it would be so fascinating to see like who would believe you. Like, because I think most people would be like, "There's no way. What she's saying is crazy." But then there'd be a couple people who'd be like, "You know what?" Like really open-minded people that were like, that would just go, "Okay, I'm just gonna listen without judgment and see if any of that makes sense." Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Saw several people. Um, I haven't seen in 20 years who don't have face. Oh yeah, I know that's the thing. There's some people who are not on Facebook. I know what you're talking about, that you're like, I have no clue. Because so many of my Facebook friends are high school people. I know what you mean. Um, some people I hardly recognize, and some have aged like fine wine. Ooh, that's nice. That's a nice thing. Fine. Can you imagine that kind of compliment? Ooh, nice to see you. You have aged like a fine wine. You would have done a few ridiculous. Where's my yerba? My yerba's over there. Oh my gosh. I made a homemade yerba in this giant jar. It was like full of peaches. You would have done a few things differently. Oh my gosh. The things I have obsessively at times thought about what I would have done different in high school. Like, I've had a couple times in my life when I'm like, I think because partly I was having some dreams about, being brought back in high school. And I think that was when I would like wake up in the morning and I would be like, why did I do all that? Like, it would have been so much easier had I just known this, or had I just done that, and I had avoided this. Like, I have played those games in my head, and you know, where you kind of kick yourself, and you're like, "Oh man, that would have," or even things like that would have been so funny. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do you ever have those things you play back in your head of, "Oh, that person said something really mean to me in junior high. I remember they said that mean thing." Or like grade school, you know what I mean? Like 5th grade, 6th grade. And then you think to yourself, "Oh my gosh, I could have said the most perfect funny thing." Like you think you have it in your head now. Like and like I had that fantasy of like, could I just go back for one day and could I just say that in front of God and the world and like just take that kid down, take that kid down a big old notch. Like it's not like, oh, I constantly think about that stuff, but I just have had a couple times in my life when I'm like, "Oh, man, that would have been so perfect had I said that." Certain someone I thought was cute back then actually looks even more like a knockout now. Spent a good deal of time catching up with her. Okay, that's okay, so that person is onto something, you know what I mean? Like, that's kinda how it should be. I mean, when you're, like, 17 years old, I think everyone's still a baby. Basically still growing. developing. Your brain is not even finished yet. So I think what you're like, I think that's a sign of good living too. You know, you should look good at that age, you know, unless you really abused yourself. And then if they have, you know what I mean? If they were like kind of not, if they were like kind of starting to be like a partier and stuff in the high school years and they continued that, oh, they're not going to look good 20 years later. Mm-mm. They're going to start to show their age. The people who are like, you know, actually caring for themselves, they're going to look better, I think, because they're going to be way more into their own personality. You know, like I think half of it is just the person who they ended up turning out to be personality wise. So once you get the personality all set up and you're, you know, confidence, all that, um, if they were already cute and they're not like doing crazy stuff, you know, partying and all that, they're they should look good, I think. Holy wowzers! Wait a minute, what is going on here, AJ Punk? Captain Kira is looking extra, extra pretty today. Thank you. Thank you, AJ Punk. What did I do to deserve that? Wait, I'm gonna mug the cameras. Wait, where's the other one? Thank you, darling. I cannot believe you just said that. It was unexpected. It was out of the blue. It was shocking. And but oh so nice and appreciated. Thank you, AJ. Holy wowzers. You can say that to me any day, AJ Punk. Holy wowzers, Batman. Doesn't that sound like it's out of Batman? Holy wowzers, Batman. The Riddler's on our tail. This woman is doing something right. Sounds like it. Sounds like it. I would keep in touch with her. Kristen, Kristen, where have you been? Yeah, you're missing giant buns, and we're happy that you've come in. Kristen Shine Star, Triple R, Kristen Shine Star. She travels near, she travels far. She's Kristen Shine Star. Triple R, ranch dressing smoothie K dog, aka the mustard queen. Do 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 do. Bomb. Welcome, Kristen. How are you, girl? Oh my gosh, Kristen, if I was texting with you today and I dropped off the planet Earth with messaging you, oh my gosh, Donkey, what did you do to your water, boy? I have to give you some more water. Did you just, oh my gosh, wait, I scrubbed out your water dish. Okay, I know what happened. Okay. He's the goodest boy in the world. Some of your food in your water dish, and mom had to scrub it out today. It's okay. It's okay. You were just having fun. You're just a child. You're just playing with your food. You know what? You were only a year and a half old. That's okay. 10 months old can play with your food. That's okay. How are you, Kristen? But anyway, Captain Kira had a unexpectedly a little bit strange morning. I did go to church. I did not go to the church that I thought I was going to go to, and let's just say I ended up at the church where they asked for money. When I walked into the church, the beginning of the service was up on the jumbotrons, which I'm also not into the jumbotrons at a church. They had the big asking for money graphics, whatever announcements up, and I was like, uh-huh, yep, here we go. But primarily ended up there because of a friend that I think he really appreciated me being there. But I had another friend, Sister Stephanie, who really wanted me at the other church today because it was her first day back after big injuries. That's where I wanted to be. So Kristen Giant Star, you know who I'm talking about. Did you go to church today, Kristen? And did you see Sister Stephanie? You don't know how your day was? Um, do you mean like you don't know how to feel about it? Like you're like, it was kind of, you're not really sure. Like the thing is, if you had an awesome day, I know what you mean. If this is what you mean, like if you had an awesome day, it's like, oh my gosh, I had the best day, and this happened and that happened. But if you had a terrible day, it's like I had a terrible day, this happened, that happened. But if you just had like kind of a mixed day or like an average day, it's like I know maybe that's what you mean. Like it's like, well, jumping jack-o'-lanterns, Batman. I like that one. You know, it'd be fun, like Catwoman or Batgirl. Be fun. I mean, for a girl, like, hey, you could as Halloween go as if you're a guy and you really want to, you could be Catwoman or Batgirl. That could be fun in its own way. Um, gosh, what did sometimes guys dressing up as women for Halloween is some of the most hilarious stuff I've ever seen. You know what I mean? So sometimes, for the sake of others laughing at you, sometimes you gotta go for it, right, Dusty? Dusty chillin'. Who the big dog? Dusty's big dog. Dusty. She's just looking. She's chilling. She's like, I'm smushed. I'm wedged. I'm shoved in between this big bowl and the fencing. And then I got Winch is also kind of shoved up against there. And what, Sluggo, you're the only one having the salad dish tonight. We got some big dogs over here. We got some munching. We got some eating. We got some slinker lounging, slinker slumping. You got yelled at for stupid stuff at church? And was it by Stephanie? Was it by Sister Stephanie? Or was it your family? Did you get yelled at by your family? Was this at home? We're not really supposed to yell at church, you know? Kind of supposed to learn not to yell at each other at church. For stupid stuff. Yeah, don't let it get to you, Kristen. Sometimes, you know I know it's very trite and it's overly done, overly said, but I you only have so much energy, right? Every day you're allotted a certain amount of energy. Okay, I just thought of another one. You guys remember this is like from the 70s, don't sweat the small stuff. Hang in there, those old posters and stuff. But what I was gonna say is choose your battles. Some things you really better off like saying like noted. You know what I mean? You can say something like noted, like I heard you, and you can move on. Like no reaction. Don't even, I mean, you acknowledge it, but you barely acknowledge it. You do so with no emotion. You just acknowledge, noted, heard you, and then you just move on because there is no reason to ignite a huge like adrenaline rush and all this whole confrontational thing. Um, and don't ask me how I know that. I've actually had to practice what I'm preaching a lot lately. Um, as do we all, there's always going to be, oh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. There's always going to be people in situations that are going to be confrontational. And I wish there weren't because I am a very nonviolent communication person. I don't like yelling. I don't like anger. I don't like people. Yeah. Big confrontations, challenges. I don't like strife. And I don't like any of that stuff. But, it happens. It's always going to happen at some point. Uh, You went to your mom? Oh, you went to oh, I gosh, for a second there, I thought that was Kristen saying that, and I was like, "Wait, what? Your mom is a different church?" You went to your mom's church? How was your mom's church, Prestorian? Crystal with the K, special K, Did I miss you earlier, Crystal? I hope I didn't. We love Crystal. Hi, everybody. Yes, I did. We love Crystal with the K, special K. She's Crystal, special K, only. Ba-dum-bum. I gotta always put a button on there. Bump. Um, I did go to church, and no, not at church. It was at home. Okay, well, I don't like you being yelled at for either one. Um, you got yelled at for going in the kitchen? Why? Wait, why is that a problem? Are you not free to, like, go in your kitchen and, like, get food and, like, make meals? And I was full on at your age, Kristen, well, way earlier than that. I made, dinners. I made everything. I knew how to cook cake, pies, fudge, muffins, egg, uh, I was not our family was not a vegetarian when I was a kid. I could cook. I didn't like doing it. I would make burgers, chicken, all that spaghetti with I made everything. Um, yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, that's weird. Why were you banana, Mr. Wee's banana, banana, Mr. Wee's banana, Mr. Wee's banana frittata, pina colada, Hakuna Matata, da 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 da. Wee. Hakuna Matata. We love him a whole lot. Um, I know there's so much more. I've thought of more phrases for your thing, Wes, and now I can't remember all of them. Um, he wears the culottes. No, do you guys remember something called culottes? You get this is something your grandmothers would know. Culottes. They were like these really wide shorts, but they weren't shorts. They were more like mid. I don't remember what they were like. They were like mid calf. And they were kind of flared. They were kind of wide and flared. They were kind of like almost like floods. They were called culottes. And they came and they were like there for a short time and then they were gone. Um yeah, crazy stuff. Culottes. Was this just a Midwestern thing? Does anyone remember what I'm talking about? Um Trying to think if there was another. They're not really Bermuda short. That's something else. Did the waffle cone stream end? I don't know. I do not know. I think it started kind of late, Prestorian, so maybe they're still feel like they end as I'm starting usually. So they may have just ended, but I don't want to really pop out of my chat. So if someone wants to check. But I was watching it. I was a little bit. I was watching it before the stream. Um, yeah, they were like wide shorts. Wait, were they just wide shorts? Felt like they were longer too. I can't remember, Wes. I seriously, what culottes? I remember the word culottes, culata. Isn't culata like a drink somewhere? A culata. Is that at like McDonald's or something? I don't. You don't want to go to school tomorrow? Oh, girl, I don't blame you. Even I'm nervous about starting up the week tomorrow. because I think about how, especially Mondays and Wednesdays, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just feel tired even thinking about it. Although lately Tuesdays and Thursdays are also have not been a walk in the park. Friday's a little easier. Yeah, Friday's easier. Still got stuff, but like Monday through Thursday, I'm almost scared. Yeah, I know what you mean, Kristen. We feel ya. Liliana, mi amigo bonita. Mi amiga bonita, chiquita. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás, Bubi? Or ¿cómo está, Bubi? Um, Lil. Oh, where the hell is Lil? Sorry. That's Oh, Where the Hell is Bill. Do you guys remember the oh dear, was that Camper Van Beethoven that did Oh, Where the Hell is Bill? Maybe he's getting a mohawk. Maybe he's riding his skateboard. It was kind of like this whole um sarcastic take on like skate punk culture, like skate rats and skate punks, like they all listen to the same music, they all get the same haircut, they all wear the same clothes, they all ride the same skateboards and do, hang out at the same places. Like, it's like, oh, we think you're so anarchic and, oh, you're so out there, but you're all the skate punks kind of look like all the other skate punks and they are all doing the same stuff, but yet they've got like anarchy t-shirts. I don't know. It's just, I like Camper Van Beethoven. I think that's the right band, if I'm correct. Culata, it's a slushy stuff. Oh, it's from okay, Dunkin' Donuts. I thought I'd seen that on a billboard, like on a well, maybe a billboard, but like on a menu thing. Pina colada, pina colada, frittata, Hakuna Matata. We love them a whole lotta. Um, I don't know. I know there's more. There is more from where that came from whence that came. Feeling Mall, have you gone to the fair yet? Lillian, you're okay, tired today. How are you, Kier? I'm also okay. And I excuse me, woke up at 6:30 after having gone kayaking yesterday and then streaming. And then I went to bed at like 2 and then I got up at 6:30. So it was ugly. The wake up was ugly today. And I've been cranky like all day. I'm gonna just say that the 2 people who encountered my wrath today were like they were a bit stunned because I had that like I need a nap but I'm not going to nap. I can't nap crankiness. Like I desperately needed a nap. Didn't get one, didn't take one, and then I was cranking out on people. At least 2 different people, yeah. And when I got to that church this morning and they were asking for money, I was like, I actually I like tilted my head back. I was laughing out loud. I was just laughing in their faces, but there's so many people there, probably no one noticed, but I was just like laughing out loud. Just like seriously, I was just complaining about this church. I'm so over this church. I want to go back to the actual real churches that I'm supposed to be going to, but it's only happenstance, circumstantial stuff that I keep ending up at this dumb. Sorry, okay. There's nothing to do with the religion or the God part of it. It is how this church is run, and that has nothing to do with God. Let me tell you, there's such televangelist vibes at this church, you guys. It's really creepy. I don't trust the guy who's the pastor. I'm just gonna say it. I don't think anyone who goes to that church knows about this stream. Okay, maybe my friend who goes to that church, she might be watching. We're gonna have a talk about your church if you are watching, because I have some observations. And the guy brought up not Jimmy Swaggart. The guy brought up some televangelist who was scamming people for money by mail. Oh gosh, what was his name? Something with an O. Oh wait, Oren or oh gosh, I can't remember his name now. But he was talking about a scammer who was sending out like mass mailings back in the day, and like he as a kid somehow the televangelist got his name, and like he when he was like 8 years old he received a personal plea for money from this televangelist guy, and he was like, oh wow. So I don't know, very strange vibes I get from this place. I just can't let it go. um Huey has not gone to the fair yet, waiting for temps to cool a bit more. Oh yeah, I remember you saying that, Huey. Guys, it got hot here. It got up to 87 degrees. It's almost it's on the brink of October, and I know that that's it's not like it's never been in the 80s here in end of September, but I was like not expecting that. I was like, whoa. So I didn't get the bunnies out today, partly because I was really tired, partly because I had to go out for a while, but I think it was too hot. And there's so many mosquitoes still. Oh my gosh. When are these mosquitoes gonna calm down? They're really I've gotten a lot of mosquito bites this year. Yeah, good call to you don't wanna cry. I really don't like that when they have the animals. I don't know how it is in Texas, but here in the Midwest, it's always so hot when they have the fair and all those poor animals sitting there. It's just I don't feel good about that. I made my ear bleed by shoving an earring in my ear. Uh-oh. Ouch. Make sure it doesn't get infected, Kristen. You know? If it does, I have a good herbal salve that I'll give you, okay? Just let me know. Hopefully I'll see you Wednesday, God willing. I am so ready to go to a normal church. I do not like these big, weird televangelist churches. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, Kira, I just remembered your birthday. Oh my gosh, Hewlin Mall, you're so sweet. You remember my birthday is coming up? That is super duper sweet. My brother is totally remembering. I know that's okay. Maybe that doesn't sound like oh, that's the coolest thing in the world, but my brother's really busy and he has been planning my birthday present for the last week. He has been he thought that he already ordered my present, and what he ordered for me was something custom made by an artist in Bulgaria. Okay, I'll just go out and say it, because he already told me it's not gonna work out because the lady canceled, and he thinks she's just too busy, she has too many orders, but you guys, he custom designed with a dressmaker in Bulgaria for this person to make a dress for me, a handmade dress. Couldn't believe it. I am so touched. How did he even think of that? I don't even know. I think his ex-wife must have, bless her heart. I love her to pieces. I think she must have guided him. I don't know. If you're watching, guys, which I don't know if you are. Oh my gosh, I gotta tell my ex-sister-in-law to tune in. I love her. Oh my gosh, she is the best in the world. Absolutely love her. I gotta tell her to tune in to Giant Buns. She was bunnies. she's missing out. I need to tell her about it. But anyway, isn't that you guys, first of all, Yulmal, thank you again for remembering my birthday. But secondly, my brother was gonna have a dressmaker in Bulgaria hand make me a custom dress. And again, she did cancel, so he was like trying to like pick my brain today about, oh, what else like could you possibly get? And I gave him a few ideas, but it's like I don't know. Um, yeah, the mosquitoes are like they are crazy. There's so many this year. It's like there's always some kind of a mosquito problem in the summer, but usually like when it dries out this time of year, they're kind of gone. They're almost gone. I keep seeing woolly bear caterpillars. I've seen those too, Wes. Yeah. I found one in my like inside. Take that guy out. Feel like I found one in my garage and I found one like in my basement or something. I think I don't know. I don't know how they're getting in, but they can move surprisingly fast. Because I put one on a stick, and aren't the woolly bears the one that can sting you with those little like antennae, fuzzy antennae that kind of stick out? They make me nervous because I know that one of the caterpillars around here can sting you, and I'm like, and I put this thing on a stick to take it outside, and it was like really moving towards my hand, and I was like, okay, dude, okay, moo. Ew! Oh my gosh, I love strawberry jam. Don't do that to strawberry jam. That's a crime against humanity. It's a crime against jam, Kristen. We could put you in a big jar, jail you in a big jar for saying such a thing. Jail jar. Manchego. Mozzarella cheese. Okay, you know what? That's probably on the menu at the Hilton right now. And then they like put like bacon bits on top or something. You guys, I was at my favorite ice cream shop yesterday. They have vegan ice cream, makes me very happy. They had, I think I said might have mentioned they had a new flavor, they had pistachio. And I was excited, but the girl behind me got her sundae, or maybe it was a girl ahead of me, but she got her sundae, while I was waiting. So I noticed, what she was getting. And they were like, bacon sundae? And they like called it out and she went up and got it. And I was like, wait a minute, did I just hear that right? And then I looked at the sundae list of what they had. Yes, they have a bacon sundae, you guys. Oh my gosh. You pick them up? Oh, really? Okay, they're not the stinging kind. Strawberry jam. I know, right, Hewlin Mall? That sounds like, oh, we're fancy. We put the strawberry jam with the cheese and it's so fancy. Well, because don't people have like those soft cheeses with fruit? Like, couldn't you have brie cheese with like a strawberry jam or something on a cracker? I feel like that could be a thing. Sunday, Sunday. Oh, I wouldn't say no to a Sunday, Sunday. You guys, one of these days I am gonna start doing cooking streams, and maybe we could do a Sunday, Sunday stream. Wouldn't that be cute? Okay, hang on. I'm gonna check something in my kitchen. It's smelling something weird. Hang on. I think yeah, one second. Right? Oh wait, there's my earbud. There's my earbud. Guys, I told my mom. Talking to my mom. Nothing I can say. I told my mom, my dad, like a donkey. Um, and I was telling my mom, like, I'm reading 1984 on the streaming. She was like, oh my. She'd been telling me, like, oh, you need to join a book club. Book clubs are so great. Yearbook. And I was like, told me yearbook. And I was like, well, I don't have like an evening book club, mom. She's like, what do you mean? And I was like, well, that's what my live stream. I'm reading 1914. She had no idea. I don't think my parents watch at all. I don't think they have any clue what goes on. I really don't. Sad. Oh, my phone is trying to update. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. How rude. It's trying to update in the middle of my stream. This is not cool. This is not cool. Wait, how do I get my camera to turn back on? Oh boy. There we go. There we go. Sorry, guys. Um, wait. I know what menudo is. Oh my gosh, dude. Reese's cups with sliced pickles on top. It could be worse. It could be worse. Sunday Bloody Sunday, that's a U2 song. Ooh. Yes, it is. That's true. Someone could do a very inappropriate sundae, like a cherry, like something like raspberry cherry sundae. Call it that. Maybe make it like vampire themed. You know, do something different. Doritos with frosted sweet and salty. I can sweet and savory. I can see that. Pinto beans in a bowl. Stop with the mayo. I don't like mayo is gloppy and it has the weird, funky like vinegar mustard egg, like gloppy, greasy. I don't know, gloppity, greasy. Right, guys. You see the giant buns eating mayo, Kristen? Do you see them hopping around with a little squeeze bottle of mayo? I think that's what happens. Yes. It's almost 9 o'clock. What do we want to do? Do we want to read a little bit of 1984? I know where we left off. We left off at the very beginning of part 3. We haven't started part 3 yet. So, no, you don't want to want me to read 1984? Is that what you're replying to? Mustard. Don't say the words mustard and hot fudge together, Kristen. That's sacrilege. Chocolate is a sacred compound. Food of the gods. Food of the gods, Kristen. Giant Star Triple R. And okay. I know this because of oh my gosh. What's the name of the train? The Christmas train. I'm low blood sugar. I need to what's the Tom Hanks Christmas movie with the train where the kid's like, oh, that's the chocolate. It was originally mixed with chili peppers and it was spicy. Um, oh my gosh, I'm losing it. Woof woof, you're losing it, Kristen. Um, da 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 da, ya da 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 da, ya da 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 da, da 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 da, la da da da. What is that movie? Ya da 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 da. Polar Express. Thank you, Kristen. But yeah, the dorky kid is like saying, "Oh, yeah," you know. I guess it's true that the origins of chocolate in South America, they would make chocolate was like cocoa beans pounded with like vanilla beans, but like they would put like dried chili pepper. Is that actually true? Eat something, Captain Kira. I always have a snack ready if your blood sugar is low. That's a good idea. My family has blood sugar issues, and I'm kind of in denial. I know I don't react to if I eat actual sugar, it doesn't go well, especially if I drink sugar. Like the Mexican Cokes, I bought some of those for my party. They're delicious, but they're not good for me. They don't do good things, and there's no way in the world I could drink high fructose corn syrup in anything. But yeah, I think my whole family has got like we're just prone to blood sugar problems, and I mean, it is what it is. I definitely think I am on the not as affected spectrum more than I mean, we've had full-blown some diabetics in our family, and it really tough. It's a tough one. I don't think I'm on that path. I don't think mine's think it's that bad, but I had today really was yogurt and a pawpaw because of various things. I haven't really been able to get in my kitchen and do all that stuff, get some real food. Stay hydrated. Yes, let's remind her to stay hydrated and get all the good Gatorades and all that kind of stuff with the salt. Do you get low blood sugar too, Wes? I think that I think that is a big issue. You know, you're mentally challenged. Aren't we all though? In a way, oh, look at how pretty he looks. Look at him in his litty bun. This is like your new hangout, mister. Oh, you guys, I have my dog's old bed. I'm trying to refurbish it. It got really muddy and like, I don't know. I think I had it outside for her for a little while so she could chill outside but be like comfy. I don't know. But I'm trying to refurbish. It's like brown and big and fuzzy, like furry. The bed has like fake fur on the inside, and I could kind of see Donkey. That might be cute for him. Well, for any of the bunnies, but I kind of want to see what he would think having a big dog bed. He's big dog. Well, they all are big dogs, and he has got that long puppy tail. Only new puppy tail in the world. He's the goodest. He is the goodest. Oh, he is the goodest. Oh, really like that litter box. I think you do need a little bed. You know, I think we do need a proper bed for you, Donkey. I'm gonna figure out something. And Donkey, your blankies are about to be washed, sir. Yes, your blankies are about to be washed. Your cookies were coming today, guys, but the Amazon stuff that came today was not cookies. I was very sad for you all. But guys, yeah, why don't I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream. I know I usually go a little bit later. And the goodest. He is the goodest historian. I know. Well, that's what happens. It's what happens when you're a cute giant bunny. Your mother talks to you like a weirdo. Your mother forgets how to speak English. Yeah, pretty bad. It's pretty. Hi. Got a lot of puppy dogs. We got big dog Dusty, very big dog Sluggy. My gosh, you guys. Wait, who's I'm gonna see bigger. I think Sluggo is like a little bit bigger. Wow. And then we got this their little Papa. He's like tiny compared to, oh my gosh. Mom, you know what? Delphine there is gaining weight a little weight. I'm happy. I'm really happy. I was worried about her. I think she's getting stronger. But guys, the Amazon driver slacking. It was weird. I I was waiting for the delivery today, and then right before the stream, it's already dark out. The Amazon delivery guy was out there in my driveway, but I didn't see a truck. And then finally, he just drove his car. He just like had a normal, not even a big car, just a normal sized car. And I was like, "Is that your?" I'm like, are you delivering in your own car?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay, well that's cool in a way." Like I didn't realize they did that. And he was like, "Yeah, for some roads or whatever." And I was like, "Okay." I mean, I would prefer like on this little tiny gravel road, it takes a lot of maintenance to keep it up. And like when big trucks go through it, especially if it's like wet, like that kind of like if it's just stormed or we've had like snow melting, it's really tough on the road on gravel for like big trucks to come back. So anyway, it's probably better. But it was weird because I just felt like he wasn't really an Amazon driver. I was like, I had never seen him before either, this guy. And I was just like, okay. But there wasn't like a little like slap on Amazon like magnetic thing. It was just I'm just some dude driving up in his car. Um oh, thank you, Lillian. I know Sluggo is like he's very luxurious. Oh, you think you guys. Oh my goodness. Teeny knows how to chill. She puts the chill and chillax. Oh my goodness. Oh, mama almost jumped over you. She was gonna pull a teeny. Great job. Yeah. You got this little man, little gray. He's just such a stoic but chill little dude. Nothing really ruffles his feathers. He's just always chill. Yeah. He got a lot of pets today, and he kept giving me his snout, pushing his snout into my hand. Oh, this little guy's a little notch here. This guy had a little born with a notch in his ear. This wasn't even from a fight. This was just the way he was born. Mr. Notch here. But yeah, I think they're doing pretty well. I think we've gotten to a point where they know what to expect, and I know how to what food is good for these guys, and, yeah, I think they're pretty happy. And with bunnies, it's really the mental and the physical, 'cause they're just fragile. They're fragile, and stress is not good for them. Hey, Hulenwall, all aboard the Donkey Express or Robo Donkey. You hear that, but Mr. Bundonkadonk? I sent my brother a GIF, one of the GIFs that Daniel Ozark made of Donkey, And, like, because he doesn't watch the stream, I had to specify, "That's my donkey," you know, I had to tell him, and he was like, "Does he haul, can't remember what he said. Does he haul stuff, like, up mountain and, all that?" And I'm like, "Well, he mainly, enjoys cookies and stuff like that," but I'm like, "Maybe I have to unlock his true donkey potential and have, put those a little donkey pack, with the saddlebags and the bananas on his back." Oh my gosh, you guys, that would be a cute Halloween costume. I I don't know where it is, if my mom still has it or somehow she gave it to me. I had a fuzzy donkey, uh, model, and it was, like, fuzzy, and it had a burlap bag over its back, and then it had, like, 2 saddlebags filled with, like, little bananas, and oh my gosh, I love that donkey so much. Um, Planes, Trains, and Donkey. Kristen, oh, I missed that. Wait a minute. The Donkey Express. I missed that comment. I was just like, not sure how the, Donkey Express comment came up, but I was like, "I'm gonna go with it, or roll with that." I like Donkey Express. Um, doo 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 doo. Mr. Bun, donk. Oh, he would be hauling cookies. It would be a cookie train. It would definitely be a cookie-based train. But Kristen, you said I have weird parents. Have you ever got yelled at for listening to music? Yes. Yes. They didn't care what I listened to. I mean, sometimes they were like, "We don't like your music, and what the heck are you listening to?" I did get some of that, but what I more got was they did not want to hear my music. They wanted it really soft, and I was like, "I don't wanna barely listen to my music." And my bedroom was next to my parents' bedroom, and I was like, I can't win." I'm like, "You guys got me a stereo for my birthday." I mean, don't it was nothing fancy, but it worked, and I was like, "So you got me a stereo for my birthday, and you do not want me to, like, listen to it beyond, like, really softly?" I was just like, "This is not happening." And that's way before, like, earbuds. I mean, think I did eventually get a pair of headphones. I don't know. Wasn't real convenient, though. Lord of the Donkeys. Look at these slinker. We got slinker loungers. You do full stretch, and we show our beautiful tails. Jabba, you have been so much more interactive lately. I'm so proud of you. And Jabba will bop other rabbits out of the way if they're starting to annoy. Like maybe it's Teeny, but he will bop other rabbits away if they are gonna like, you know, kind of troll another rabbit. Jabba jumps in and he'll protect her friend. Well, she's a big, brave girl, and she's getting more friendly and more comfortable with me. Very happy about that, sweet Jabba. Been hard won. You've always been very shy. Yes, you have. I've always wanted to get closer to you. Oh, I'm just gonna get some stuff from up on top of the castle, but guys, as you know, I have a hard time saying goodbye, good night. We actually have 10 people right now. That's so great. But Wes is going old school. I love boom boxes, Wes. I think boomboxes are awesome. You can even play tapes. I think one of mine, trying to remember, one of mine might have a cassette. I have a cassette player somewhere, and it must be on like maybe my old boombox. I have some cool cassettes. I don't know if they work anymore, but I do have some cool ones. You losing your mind? Turning into, going animal. I think sometimes it's better than being human. But guys, I am going to wrap up the stream. I'm going to pop up a song, and why don't we? I know I keep saying this, but let's try to do 1984 Part 3. Let's try to start that tomorrow night. And yeah, I think that would be good. But good night and much love to Kristen, Cheyenne, Star, Triple R. May you not lose your mind, or at least keep some of it. I have a stereo with CDs, and I was using my CDs and got yelled at, and I was using one of my dad's cassette tapes. Oh no! Should be listening to music with you. That would be a nice thing for a father and a daughter to do on a Sunday. Much love to you, Mr. Hewlin Mod and Miss Lucy Goosey. Much love to Kristen. Much love to Prestorian. Much love to Mr. Weez Banana Na with his boombox and the tape player. Much love to Prestorian and his and Robodonkey 2000. Oh, wrong song. Robodonkey. Oh man. Much love to Lillian and Mr. Bubby. Who else? Much love to AJ Punk. Much love to Crystal with a K, special K. All right, I think that does it. Yeah, guys. Good night, and I will see everyone tomorrow. Taking a long shot of everyone lounging on the floor. Yeah, hopefully that'll work.
Dusty the rabbit, all covered in hay, building her nest like it's time to play. Big floppy ears and a mischievous twitch. In the yard, she's always digging a ditch. She sneaks through with a hop and a skip, eyes wide open, just looking for a trip. Suspicious, she is not denying that fact. Playful trickster, always up to some act. giant with a heart so bold. Every story about her just has to be told. Dusty the rabbit, always in the know, running in circles with a gleeful glow. Dusty, Dusty, where have you been? Rolling in the hay, making everything green. Dusty, Dusty, always so sly, with your floppy ears reaching for the sky. She cuddles in the sun just for a snooze, dreaming about the ways she can build a nest. Her fluffy tail wiggles when she's on the go. Naughty little Dusty, always stealing the show.
Donkey the rabbit munching cookies all night. Sugar rush blazing a crazy delight. Nibbling faces in a frenzied haze. Friends confused in his cookie craze. He hops through chaos in the midnight dark. Cookies in his paws, leaving a sweet mark. Face is bitten with a playful bite. Donkey's world, a funny sight. Donkey the rabbit, sugar in his veins. Nibble on your face, crunching all remains. Cookies crumble, falling to the floor. Donkey want more, can't ignore. Chasing shadows under the moon's bright glare. Cookies his obsession, like he don't care. Friends watch in shock as he takes a bite. Donkey's love for cookies just feels right. He grins, mischievous eyes so wild. The chaos around him driving friends mild. Cookies drop, crumbs scatter in the bush. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush. Bite mark stories on furry cheeks. Donkey the rabbit at his cookie peak. Friends band together, a loving chase. Donkey's cookie craze never will hush.